corners where the sidewalk ends. Old neighbors leaning over white wood fences. Dust hangs suspended in a shaft of light. The mailbox rattles as the wind commences. I watch the mercury climb up the glass, beyond the shadows of the apple tree, counting the seasons as they slowly pass, like waves receding on a quiet sea. The crickets sharpen blades against the heat, while children gather near the cooling green. There is a promise that we have to keep before the morning turns around to sleep. The golden hours stretch across the plains until the heavy clouds forget their names, while flowers bow into the coming rains. While everything we lost is found again, it is the long day winding to a close, the secret that the open highway knows. Blue denim drying on a sagging line, the scent of clover through a rusted screen. I found a nickel and a piece of twine, where all the grass is turning emerald green. The harvest moon is just a paper thin ghost of a memory, the fading glare. I feel the stillness settling on my skin, as if a benediction filled the air. The falling hours stretch across the plains until the heavy clouds forget their names, while flowers bow into the coming rains. While everything we lost is found again, it was a long day winding to a close, the secret that the open highway knows. The golden hours stretch across the plains until the heavy clouds forget their names, while flowers bound through the coming rains. While everything we lost is found again, it is a long day winding to a close, a secret that the open highway knows. Now you are stepping where the pavement ends and the wild grass sighs, with a suitcase full of questions and the sun in your eyes. The heavy core of habit is falling to the floor. You are knocking on the daylight at an unlocked door. It is a long way from the kitchen to the edge of the sky, but you are finally learning how to say goodbye. They told you the wind was a ghost in the trees, that the safety of the valley would bring you to your knees. But the compass is spinning and the north is just a thought, and you cannot sell back what you never should have bought. The horizon is jagged and the footing is thin, but that is where the real life is trying to begin. You pass the old graveyard where the certainty sleep, above the deep water where the promises keep. No more counting a second on a clock made of lead. You are walking through the thunder and the words left unsaid. The boots are getting heavy but the blood is running warm. There is a strange kind of shelter in the heart of a storm. The fence is behind you and the wire is torn down, and you are miles away from the quiet of the town. Now you are stepping where the pavement ends and the wild grass sighs, with a suitcase full of questions and the sun in your eyes. The heavy coat of habit has fallen to the floor. You are knocking on the daylight at an unlocked door. It is a long way from the kitchen to the edge of the sky. just kicked up from the gravel driveway, tracing lines through the golden hour haze. We sat on the hood of that rusted machine, counting clouds instead of the passing days. The maps in the glove box are blank and white, no destination carved in the stone, just the weight of the summer on our skin, in the finest kingdom we have ever known. The horizon stretches like a frayed silk thread, pulling us toward the edge of the blue. We traded our shadows for the open wind, with nothing to prove and everything to do. Wild blossoms leaning in the tall green grass, these are the seconds that will never last. Walking on water where the creek runs cold, lighting our fortunes with the heart of gold. Let the clockwork rust and the gears burn slow. We are the masters of the overflow, drinking the sunlight till the cup runs dry under the vast and the silver sky. Old porch swings humming a wooden tune, while the crickets start their evening choir. We built a fire from the driftwood piles, watching sparks climb a little bit higher. No one is asking for the time of night, no one's checking the locks on the door. We found the secret in the quiet spaces, and we stopped looking for the more and more. The horizon stretches like a frayed silk thread, pulling us toward the edge of the blue. We traded our shadows for the open wind, with nothing to prove and everything to do. Wild blossoms leaning in the tall green grass, these are the seconds that will never last. Walking on water where the creek runs cold, buying our fortunes with their heart of gold. Let the clockwork rust and the gears burn slow. We are the last on the overflow, drinking the sunlight till the cup runs dry under the vast and the silver sky. Wild blossoms leaning in the tall green grass, fears of the seconds that will never last. Walking on water where the creek runs cold, buying our fortunes with the heart of gold. Let the clockwork rust and the gears burn slow. We are the masters of the overflow, drinking the sunlight till the cup runs dry under the vast and the silver sky. The dust has settled on the porch of this old timber frame. We left our heavy coats and every heavy name behind. The highway hung below in steady song of open space, until the map retired and we found this quiet place. Ben is pulling chairs around a fire that hasn't caught, counting out the pennies for the memories we just bought. Sarah found a deck of cards with corners worn away, talking about the people that we were just yesterday. The coffee in the chip blue pot is starting now to boil. We're shaking off the city grime and the spirit crushing toil. No one's looking at the clock or the shadows on the wall. We're just waiting for the evening stars to start. the simple kind of fellowship that satisfies a need. The laughter rose like thunder through the valley of the night. Everything we're searching for is finally inside. Just a gathering of ghosts becoming flesh and bone again, beneath a sky that doesn't care exactly where or when. The word is popping out like a string that's finally snapped. The secrets of the winter are all suddenly intact. We don't need a pulpit or a silver-tongued decree to know that being tethered is the way to be this free. The guitar has a missing string, but no one seems to mind. We're leaving all the bitterness and the frantic years behind. Danny's telling stories that we've heard 1,000 times, but they sound like ancient gospel or some holy ragged rhymes. The wind is kicking, pine cones down the gully and the slope. A little bit of leisure is a sturdy kind of hope. The ember, you're a glowing map of roads we've yet to tread, with a blanket for a pillow and a dream inside each head. Komodo is a phantom that can wait outside the gate. Tonight the feast is friendship and there's plenty on the plate. We've traded in the ironwood for the rustle of the leaves and the honesty that only a true companion weaves. And it's a long night from our silence and the greed to the simple kind of fellowship that satisfies a need. The laughter roll like thunder through the valley of the night. Everything we're searching for is finally inside. Just a gathering of those becoming flesh and bone again, beneath the sky that doesn't care exactly where or when. copper sun. The fishing boats are tethered to the pier. The workday ends before it's quite begun, and everything we lost is standing here. A salty wind is tugging at your sleeve. The sand is turning cold beneath our feet. It's getting harder lately to believe that bitter ends could ever taste this sweet. The lighthouse turns its eye across the foam to guide the weary sailors to the shore. But no one knows the way to get back home, since we don't live behind that wooden door. The waves are folding paper on the rocks, and time is just a key inside the locks. The gulls are silent on the jagged cliff. The clouds are heavy with the coming gray. Your silhouette is standing frozen stiff against the dying embers of the day. We used to think the world was flat and wide, with treasures buried deep inside the ground. But now we're just a witness to the tide, and searching for a thing that can't be found. The water line is creeping up the stairs to wash away the burden of our prayers. The horizon is a thin and silver line between your restless spirit and mine. The lighthouse turns its eye across the foam to guide the weary sailors to the shore. But no one knows the way to get back home, since we don't live behind that wooden door. The waves are folding paper on the rocks, and time is just a key inside our locks. The dust has settled on the porch of this old timber frame. We left our heavy coats and every heavy name behind. The highway hummed a low and steady song of open space, until the map grew tired and we found this quiet place. Ben is pulling chairs around a fire that hasn't caught, counting out the pennies for the memories we just bought. Sarah found a deck of cards with the corners worn away, talking about the people that we were just yesterday. The coffee in the chip blue pot is starting now to boil. We're shaking off the city grime, the spirit crushing toil. No one's looking at the clock or the shadows on the wall. We're just waiting for the evening stars to stumble and to fall. And it's a long way from the sirens and the greed to the simple kind of fellowship that satisfies a need. The laughter rolls like thunder through the valley of the night. Everything we're searching for is finally in sight. Just a gathering of ghosts becoming flesh and bone again beneath the sky, but doesn't care exactly where or when. Like a string that's finally snapped. The secrets of the winter are all suddenly intact. We don't need a pulpit or a silver tongue. promising string, but no one seems to mind. We're leaving all the bitterness and the frantic kids behind. Danny's telling stories that we've heard 1,000 times, but they sound like ancient gospel or some holy reggae rhymes. The wind is kicking pine cones down the gully and the slope. A little bit of leisure is a sturdy kind of hope. The embers are glowing map of roads we get to tread, with a blanket for a pillow and a dream inside each head. Tomorrow is a phantom that can wait outside the gate. Tonight the feast is friendship and there's plenty on the plate. We've traded in the iron wheels for the rustle of the leaves and the honesty that only a true companion weaves. And it's a long way on the fires and free to the simple kind of fellowship that satisfies the need. The laughter rolls like thunder through the valley of the night. Everything we're searching for is finally in sight. It's the gathering of doves becoming flesh and bone again beneath the sky that doesn't care exactly when or when. And it's a long way on the stars and free, a simple kind of fellowship that satisfies the need. The laughter rolls like thunder through the valley of the night. Everything we're searching for is finally in sight. Delivering of doves becoming flesh and bone again beneath the sky that doesn't care exactly where or when. The subway grinds its teeth beneath the pavement, where the restless mercury begins to spill. A million silhouettes in search of some engagement, climbing up the jagged crown of a concrete hill. The shadows trade the secrets for a silver coin, while the streetlamps bleed a pale and sickly light. Every stranger has a story they are trying to join in the hollow belly of a frantic night. The avenue is breathing heavy through the iron grates, looking for a fortune at the sunrise slope. The traffic hums a melody of shifting fate, searching for the pieces of a fragmented soul. The glass and steel staring with 1,000 eyes, watching every promise that we break or keep underneath the heavy weight of velvet skies. In a town that lost the very ghost of sleep. And then in a tide of gold is preached into the rain, about a kingdom built on top of shifting sand. The sirens howl like predators in sudden pain across the grid lines of this synthetic land. The billboards trickle with the false and hollow glow, promising us heaven that is bought and sold. We are drifting over blacker winds flow, trading in our hunger for a touch of cold. The avenue is breathing heavy through the iron grates, looking for a fortune at the sunrise slow. The traffic hums a melody of shifting fate, searching for the pieces of a fragmented soul. The glass and steel is staring with 1,000 eyes, watching every promise that we break or keep underneath the heavy weight of velvet bars where the smoke is curling like a question mark. Nobody remembers cause named the distant stars, so we chase the sparks across the urban dust. The avenue is breathing heavy through the iron grates, looking for fortune at the sunrise stone. The treasure comes with sanity of shifting fates, searching for the traces of a fragmented soul. Rising steel or staring where the thousand die. Watching every corner step, we get it cute underneath the heavy velvet skies. In the town that lost the very ghost of sleep. The morning dew is heavy on the grass. The sunlight slants across the dusty floor. We watch the